Alright guys, just got back home from work and I figured I'm gonna get started on it. I ain't gonna do too much explaining because it's kinda self-explanatory. It's the opposite of how you took it apart. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right to it then. Alright guys, I got basically everything on bottom except the power steering line put on. So I gotta put the reservoir on, but after the alternator. Still gotta hook up a bunch of wires. First, give you guys a little update real quick. Got a bunch of coolant hoses still. So I don't know if you guys ever watched my other video, but I had the tensioner pulled back so it's fully under tension, and the only thing I could find was this pin put in there. Obviously you can see it's really thin. Well, I was trying to put the alternator in and my finger's down here on the bottom bolt and it came loose. Smashed my tip of my finger. Ooh. That's a hardened pin too. It's meant for tensioners, but timing tensioners, not serpentine tensioners. Yeah, it's getting there. Then the starter was kind of a pain to get in. At least the bolt started. That top one is not fun to get to at all. Right there. But it's coming along. I think it'll be done today. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably go ahead and finish it up before I record anymore. And then I'll tell you all the problems I've had. I hear it ticking. It's pretty loud, it ain't going away. Alright guys, well I'm out driving. It seems to be running okay. No lights. I feel like it has more power. I mean, I only drove across town before I swapped the engine, but seems to do okay. After I'm done driving, I'll get back to the garage and pop the hood and let you know what I had trouble with. So, see you back at the garage. Alright guys, I'm back from the test drive. I drove about 25 miles. Everything seemed to work okay. It's got nice hot heat, no check engine light, power steering works fine. Now a couple problems I had was right here. It's a coolant hose, but it snaps together. There's a spring and a little valve inside of it. Well, I had somebody helping me today, and they didn't have the ball that snapped all the way in, so it leaked a bunch of antifreeze out. The alternator was a pain to get in. I ended up, the little metal inserts with threads in it, how those work is they're supposed to be loose in there, or snug anyway, and when you tighten the bolt up, it sucks the insert this way and it makes it tight. Well, those are frozen in there. I've actually broken the ear off of an alternator before trying to get them to move, forcing them. So I just grind the back of it down a little bit, enough to be able to slide it in place. I still had to beat it in there. That tensioner, oh, that was terrible. Then when I started it, the check engine light was on, but it had the old code in it for the cam sensor. I cleared it out before I left and the light's still off. The coolant light was flashing for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Well, I think what happened is when I was topping it off, it was low, of course, at one point, and I never shut the car off after that, so I never got to reset it. But there was no low coolant codes or anything like that, or overheating, so I think it was just not shutting the car off. After I shut it off and restarted it, it stayed off. I think it's about all I've had trouble with. The dipstick too, that was terrible. It's very brittle. And like I said, I had to take this one off the old engine, and it was a pain to get off without breaking it. Then the air box, I didn't realize that that was a screw. I thought just a rubber grommet you pop it up off of and pop it back on, but it turned out it was a screw. But I think that's about everything. There is a slight tick to it. Hopefully it goes away. I'll go ahead and show it to you. I don't know if you can hear it. But it's definitely a tick. It sounds like it's coming from this side of the valve cover. So hopefully it clears up. I don't know. I guess it'll either get better or get worse. I guess it could stay the same. But that's how you replace the engine in a 2015 Volkswagen Jetta 2-liter. Altogether, after paying me, the customer had $1,600 in it. That was the engine with a 2-year warranty, the gaskets and oil, antifreeze, and labor. I don't think it was that bad of a deal. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the little series that I made off of it. If you guys liked it, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. I have a 2012 Cruise that I plan on working on next. Pulling the engine out possibly. Or just rebuilding it in the car. I don't know how I'm doing it yet. But I might start on that this weekend. So, you guys have a good one.